What if one small corner of your backyard could produce an unlimited supply of potatoes using nothing but kitchen scraps and rainwater? Today we are building a self-watering vertical potato tower from scratch, filling it with sprouting potato scraps from your kitchen and walking through exactly how this system feeds and waters itself while you harvest from the bottom all season long. No large garden bed needed, no daily watering, just an incredibly productive tower that works while you are not watching. Let's build it. Open your pantry or kitchen scrap bin. Any potato that has developed firm white or purple sprouts, what gardeners call eyes, is ready to become a new plant. Choose potatoes with the most eyes. Cut each potato into pieces roughly the size of a golf ball, making sure every piece has at least 2 strong eyes. Now the step most beginners skip. Lay those cut pieces on a dry surface. A paper plate or wire rack works perfectly, and leave them uncovered in open air for 24 to 48 hours. This forms a dry protective callus over the cut surface. That callus prevents the piece from rotting in the soil before the sprout has a chance to grow. Skipping this step is one of the most common reasons potato towers fail in the first week. Here's exactly how to build the tower. You need a roll of galvanized wire mesh with 4 to 6 inch openings, approximately 5 feet long and 4 feet wide when unrolled. Roll it into a cylinder about 2 feet in diameter and fasten the edges together with wire clips. Line the inside walls completely with burlap or cocoa fiber matting. This holds the soil in while still allowing roots to breathe and side shoots to push through. Now here is the self-watering core. Cut a 4-inch PVC pipe 2 inches taller than your tower. Drill 1/2-inch holes every 3 inches along its entire length in a spiral pattern. Cap the bottom. Set this pipe vertically in the dead center of the tower before filling. The top of the pipe stays open. This is your watering inlet. Water poured into this pipe travels through every drilled hole and distributes evenly throughout the entire soil column from the inside out. No more surface watering that only reaches the top layer. Every layer gets watered at once. Fill the tower in 6-inch layers, alternating a rich compost and soil mix with your calloused seed potato pieces placed against the burlap walls, eyes facing outward toward the openings. Repeat until the tower is full. Set a water reservoir tray underneath to catch drainage and return moisture back to the base roots. The soil mix inside a vertical tower needs to be light, moisture-retaining, and nutrient-rich all at once. Heavy garden soil compacts under its own weight inside a tower and suffocates roots. Never use it alone. Mix 2 parts finished compost, 1 part cocoa peat, and 1 part perlite. This combination drains excess water freely, holds just enough moisture between waterings, and stays aerated as the roots grow through it. For every 6 inches of soil mix you add, work in a small handful of bone meal for phosphorus and a small handful of vermicompost for immediate microbial life. As you fill each layer, press seed potato pieces firmly against the burlap lining with their eyes pointing toward the outer openings. Space pieces 8 to 10 inches apart vertically. At the very top of the tower, plant 3 to 4 seed pieces in the soil surface pointing upward. These become your top canopy plants that shade the tower and reduce moisture loss. Once built, pour water slowly into the top of the central PVC pipe until it flows from the drainage holes at the base. That single filling saturates the entire soil column at once. From that moment, the tower begins working on its own. Within 7 to 10 days, green shoots push through the burlap openings from every planted layer simultaneously, multiple plants growing at once from a single tower. By day 21, vigorous leafy growth covers the outside of the tower completely completely. The self-watering system means you only need to water every 3 to 5 days in warm weather. Simply pour into the central pipe until the water flows from the base. No guessing, no dry spots, no overwatered top and dry bottom. Every layer stays consistently moist. By day 60, the lower layers of the tower are producing mature potatoes, while upper layers are still flowering and actively growing, a continuous rolling harvest from one structure. The self-watering tower makes fertilizing effortless. Every 2 weeks, mix your liquid organic fertilizer directly into the water you pour down the central pipe. It travels to every plant layer simultaneously. During the vegetative phase, use fish emulsion or compost tea for nitrogen-rich feeding. Once you see flower buds forming, switch immediately to banana peel tea, peels soaked in water for 48 hours, for the potassium push that drives tuber development underground. Rice water poured into the central pipe once a week introduces billions of beneficial soil microbes that break down organic matter and deliver nutrients directly to roots. Crushed eggshells scattered on the top soil layer slowly leach calcium downward through each watering cycle. These kitchen scraps cost absolutely nothing and feed every single plant in the tower at once through the central pipe system, the most efficient organic fertilizing method you will ever use. The vertical tower design naturally reduces many common potato problems. Elevated soil and excellent drainage mean virtually no risk of waterlogging or root rot. Colorado potato beetles, the most damaging potato pest, are easier to spot and hand remove on a vertical structure where every surface is visible. Check the underside of leaves every few days for orange egg clusters and remove them immediately. Apply neem oil spray every 7 days as a systemic repellent and preventative. Late blight is the most serious disease threat. It spreads in cool, wet weather as dark water-soaked patches on leaves. Remove affected foliage immediately and apply copper-based organic fungicide at the first sign. The tower's excellent airflow between side openings dramatically reduces the humidity that fungal diseases depend on. If any layer of the tower develops a problem, you can address exactly that section without disturbing the rest of the structure. This is where the vertical tower reveals its greatest advantage. New potatoes form in the lowest layers first. To harvest without dismantling the tower, simply reach into the lower side openings through the burlap and pull out mature potatoes by hand, while every upper layer keeps growing undisturbed. This rolling harvest can continue for months. When the foliage on an upper layer turns yellow and dies back, that layer is fully mature. Unroll that section of the tower, harvest the entire layer, then re-roll and replant immediately for a continuous cycle. Here is the professional secret that makes this system truly unlimited. Save the smallest harvested potatoes, marble-sized ones, and replant them directly back into the tower layers immediately after harvest. The tower never stops producing. One tower, one bag of kitchen scrap potatoes. And the right system means you are harvesting fresh, homegrown potatoes from the same structure for an entire year.